Good evening, and everyone, and welcome back to Valkyrie Flight. This is episode 1919, and we're still continuing on our lightning in a bottle mission, part 4 of that. So before we jump right in, let's do a little bit of some introduction. Let's start with our mighty Lieutenant Commander, Mzaka.
Hi, I'm Sir Boulevard, and I'm the one piloting a ship into a tree.
With our pacifist science officer.
I'm Bookwormy, also known as Steph, and as our good GM said, I am your pacifist, probably in the middle of a fight.
And our not so pacifistic tactical officer.
Lieutenant Commander Stefan here, who is 3/4 Vulcan at least.
And I have no idea. I think he's a bit pacifist, bit fighty, but yeah, whatever. Our captain.
Ted is not a pacifist. Hi, I'm Adcon, and I'm playing Captain Ted Jessica, who's making routinely bad decisions all the time.
Yes, our captain of bad decisions, which lead us to our doctor, which should, try and make the bad decisions better.
I'm Skyship, also known as Sarah, and I play Dr. Kalani Jar.
Alright, so from when we last left off, I will make words actually come out of my mouth. We were in a bit of a confrontation. There was some power mages, they were called, by Talia, who was the leader of a small farming community that got basically turned into a small resistance fighter group, kind of like Bajoran, but a mix of all these different kinds of genetic makeups. There is like quite a wide variety of the farming community here on this planet, and after some confrontation between her and the chief power mage, who gave her an ultimatum: either give the guests, strangers, up, or face extinction. The team decided to take the initiative and basically go on, use the magnetic properties of the ore that's runs throughout this planet, and cause an EMP to disrupt their energy, their weird energy weapons that they have on this planet, which everything seems kind of anachronistic in terms of, well, they're medieval, but there's all these like electromagnetic based powers that the people have, and maybe it's because of the ore or the Shackleton Expanse, or combination of whatever the freak is going on this planet. So where that ended up was that the weapons have been disabled. Stefan has challenged the chief power mage with I think it's time to renegotiate, and it's up to Mzaka to try and regain control of the shuttle that he once had. So let's jump off with that. I'll need you to do a reason engineering with a computer's focus.
Fantastic.
I'll make it a difficulty 2.
I would like to spend a momentum, please.
You may spend the only momentum you guys have.
I think not losing the runabout would be a good place to start with that.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
good.
you get
Nice.
your 2 momentum back. So you're able to regain control of the shuttle, and fortunately it's just started to drift off. You weren't in like immediate risk of crashing, but you're able to take control and It's just a matter of the shuttle's still a couple of minutes out, but your main concern now is trying to find a place for it to land, and for everyone to, stay safe in the meantime.
So I'm not actually planning to land it. I think just hovering over us and then beaming us up will be sufficient.
Well, just hovering over us will be a nice intimidation factor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's
If it's not invisible anymore, anyway, we don't know.
Yeah, make it invisible, please.
I don't know if it is or not.
it is.
That was all jury rigged.
From your readings, it's still invisible.
Oh,
your
good.
access-
Okay.
like as far as you know, the complication just disrupted the communication, not the actual settings and stuff of the shuttle. So that's going on. That's still got a couple of minutes, and now as Safan's saying that, the power mage is just too focused on is like actually pretty angry. No. Like he's just focused on like everything falling around him. You can see behind him the other power mage is trying to strike up one of their lightning bolts, but nothing's happening for them either. Captain, you say you were going towards Talia?
Yeah, I'm basically touring towards Talia and the lead power mage.
Okay, so
Can I just ask a question, just for reference?
yes, you may.
How far from us are they?
They're about 20, 30 feet, not far.
Okay.
It's just basically there's a small crest that apparently they came out of, and they're just suddenly there, but they're not far distance wise away. So as Tedrachesco approaches, like the main power mage sort of like regains his composure and gives you this real mean, nasty look, like almost a snarl kind of face. Like he looks more like a beast than the other creatures at the moment, and he's giving you this
His dirty looks are all he has left.
Yeah, he's this downright dirty look. So at
What a
the
space jerk.
yes, so he actually as he notices, he turns back, temporarily faces away from you to the rest. Can I get everyone to do a insight security check for me?
Oh boy.
Oh
Difficulty
boy.
Okay, this is.
Let's see. Do I have any focuses? I got diplomacy and command presence now.
No, I will obviously allow observation as a focus, but
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's typical.
Yeah.
You said insight command?
insight
security. Yeah,
we gotta-
it's our perception roll basically.
Right.
And-
Okay. No, I see.
And you're still being oblivious, Ted.
I always roll like poorly whenever it comes to actually rolling.
Alright, so Safan, Mzaka, and Dr. Jar see one of the compatriots behind the chief power pass him something. It's difficult to see exactly what it is, but there is something that was secreted to that he's currently holding behind his back.
Like a power pack?
You didn't get to see it, but there's clear arm movements and stuff, and just position indicates that something smallish, something that's held in the hand.
Okay, does someone have a tricorder out and is scanning these people? Because someone should scan these people.
I can.
I am
But
too
I
busy
also
to
saw
fly.
nothing, so.
Because, yeah, this is the first time we've been this close to power mages. Let's figure out how their stuff works.
I'm busy flying the ship here.
And I saw nothing, so unless someone says something,
So, So Dr. Jar and Safan are pretty much the ones that I will allow to do a roll to figure out what's going on at the moment.
Doctor, if you want to do this, because I kind of have a phaser pointed at them and would like to keep it
Okay. Yeah. What do I need to roll?
Reason. I will give us science or engineering, whatever is your preference.
Science. Let's do this.
Yeah. What is your science? I guess we'll find out in a second.
4. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Woo, science.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo,
doctor's got a
science.
science.
Okay, so this will just be a difficulty one.
Okay.
You got this. Yeah, you got this.
Okay, so there is what appears to be a Romulan phaser behind, a Romulan plasma pistol behind his back.
Mother!
What?
It is
Okay,
powered.
We're intervening.
I'm going to shout, "Plasma pistol, get down."
Okay, I take a knee and pull out my phaser.
My phaser already being out. I'm going to shoot him. On stun, of course.
Shit, go for it, yeah.
Go for it. Difficulty, control security, difficulty 2.
Yep, I'm going to take a momentum.
Okay.
Go for it.
And hand phasers focus applies, I presume.
Yes, and phaser's focus will apply.
Why'd you take off 2 momentum?
Yeah, you took a.
There was one that was before, but anyway, I will give it back.
4 successes.
Yeah. Okay, roll damage.
Nice. Knock his ass out.
Sadly, not enough to knock his ass out.
So you can use momentum to reroll damage.
To all of it, or
Or like whatever dice you want to reroll. So what's your
It's
so you can
select
reroll
reroll.
4 dice.
You can reroll any. It's any number
Okay.
of.
How many dice
Yeah,
got
let's-
ruled there?
well, 7. So yeah, I'm going to reroll
Yeah.
4.
The game has a bad habit of not showing dice that that got up 0.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
there's 2 effects and a total of 5. Or no, a total
Okay,
of 6.
so did you do a charge? I didn't think you said you did.
No, I was just shooting him,
Him.
but that's still going to be enough to stun him.
Okay, yes.
If he doesn't have any resistance.
Fortunately, he doesn't have resistance. If you believe, actually from the scan, I will better give some information. The scan, as well as revealing the presence of the plasma pistol, revealed like there was like all these wires and electrical components melded in with the power suit that they're wearing. So if that was active and you didn't EMP, there would be resistance, but without that, there is no armor, no. It's just the straight damage. So yeah, he falls unconscious. He was about to speak, but
That was the one with the plasma. Plasma pistol?
The plasma pistol, the chief power mage, is knocked unconscious.
Alrighty, who wants to negotiate?
Someone should take the plasma
Oh,
pistol.
that's great.
Oh yeah, no, I'm walking forward. And I'm basically just like, I'm basically, like daring them to challenge me.
Okay, are you trying to intimidate them? What are you trying to do? Like, are you?
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing the whole don't fuck with me right now. I'm walking over, gonna grab that pistol.
Don't fuck with me or my security officer ever again.
Yeah.
All right. Can you give me a prison's command check?
Absolutely, and I'm gonna use my determination with my value. Sometimes you have to tell authority where to shove it.
Okay,
That's
go
a
for
really
it.
good value.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm just gonna pull up
Okay,
my
so
focus just for shits.
this is only a difficulty 2.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to build momentum.
Yeah.
So that's automatic 2.
And you get to re-roll for your because you're a veteran.
No, I don't have that talent.
So
Ah,
you're not. Yeah. So
That's 4.
as you say that, you stare each of the. You spend time staring them down, and after a brief moment, they all just run away.
Grab one of them.
The large group. All right. You will.
One of them's unconscious. We can just keep him here.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, no, never mind. We got that one guy. So yeah, I'm gonna walk over and grab the plasma pistol.
Okay. No one is challenging you. They're all. You can hear them just running through the forest like. Just full pelt, trying to get away.
Run away!
Yeah, it's like it's very much like the Monty Python run away from the rabbit kind of situation.
Alrighty, so what kind of weapon was it? You said it was Romulan design.
It is a Romulan plasma pistol.
I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna turn it off.
Also, we got 2 momentum because he rolled a crit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot to put that in. Oh, and I should have I made the plasma pistol with threat, so there you go.
and can I finish piloting the runabout into position?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna make you do another roll. You and Zaka, you know where the shuttle is, but the rest of you there is a low familiar hum of the shuttlecraft that comes from above. Talia and the other resistance fighters are pretty dumbstruck by what just happened. They take a moment. Talia actually speaks up and after a moment and says, "Are you power mages as well?"
We're no mages.
I turn over to Talia. Talia, you and your people need to get out of here. You need to get moved. You need to resettle somewhere else.
Agreed. They will return and likely in force.
She sort of, yes, we need to go. Thank you for your assistance. And she gets up and starts organizing her people to collect whatever they can carry. And
Talia.
Is there someone we can offer them a map?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Can I beam up to the shuttle and replicate a map to how far they need to travel to get away from Power Mage territory?
We don't really know what the territory is, but we can probably get them somewhere that isn't that settled.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they can find a land or an area that is sufficiently far away from these orb-looking things.
Oh yeah, the underground settlements of what was it again?
No, they're just the weird
no, the
ley
orbs,
line.
but there's a metal under the ground that's sort of weaving through it. The underground vein. If we could find an area that's lacking that would probably, not hurt people.
That's what I was gonna That's what I was trying to Can I replicate a map for them? Say, go here.
So just so you try and sneak away to beam up in secret, can I give you Can you do a control security check for me? It'll be...
Yeah, do not beam away in the middle of the camp.
It'll be a difficulty 1.
Okay. I'm not going to take momentum.
Captain, a word.
Absolutely.
If the Romulans have already interfered with this planet's natural development, then it would not be a violation of the Prime Directive to attempt to correct that development.
We're on the same page.
Okay.
Dr. Jar.
So Mzaka, you're just to butt in for a moment, just to. So you beam up in our secret. You're pretty sure no one saw you, and you start working on getting the map layout. I won't make you roll for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it look appropriate for their tech.
Yep. All right. Continue.
Sorry. Dr. Jar.
Yes.
Can you, now that we have a specimen for you, could you maybe scan him and see if his genetic composition, now that you have him in full proximity, is similar or different. And I mean, if they've had contact with Romulans, we know that Romulans can sometimes alter genetics.
That's a good point. I can definitely scan and see what I can find out.
I can try and assist. I'm not always the best with medicine, but I can do what I can.
Well, there's a scientific component to genetics. All right.
And I'd like to continue with Stefan here for a second.
Yep.
I passed Stefan the plasma pistol. What do you think this is? Older, modern? I'm not up to date on a Romulan tech.
What era does it look like it's from, Baz? Does it look like a 24th century Romulan weapon, or
it looks modern to you?
Speaking out of character here, if it's a plasma pistol, it's not military grade though, because they use disruptors. So.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be by the same token.
True.
Yeah.
It's not military grade for us, but it is certainly military grade for them.
Yeah. Stefan, could you get a message up to the Valkyrie, see if they can do a scan for any cloaked vessels?
Interesting idea, Captain. I'll try. Well, the camp's breaking up anyway. Is there anyone even near us, Baz?
You're in the middle of the camp, so there is activity around you.
Okay.
But they're not. They're focused on basically getting the stuff and tearing down.
I'm going to try and find a quiet corner, basically, and attempt to contact the Valkyrie.
You should be able to use the runabout as a relay. Or a signal booster.
Yeah.
And Dr. Jar and I are going to try and find out more about this power mage.
Alright, so for the Dr. Jar, can I get you to do reason medicine and reason science for the appropriate people? It'll be a difficulty 3 task totally.
Difficulty 3 task?
Yep.
Can I take a momentum?
You may.
Alright.
Go for it.
Do I have any focuses that apply?
Let me... my mouse is being weird.
And Kalani's genetics focus, I'm imagining, would apply here too.
Yeah, so the genetics focus will apply... I'm going to allow your molecular analysis apply.
Alright.
Nice. Cool. Alright, we can finally get to use that one.
Alright.
Alright,
I'm gonna roll.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Thank you.
So we get the momentum back, and as you go through the genetics, comparing it with the scans that you surreptitiously done with the farmers, compare it, you go through meticulously, and there does seem to be actually some correlation, some common genetic ancestry between these people. It seems that there was a point where they started to emerge, where there's like the power mages basically kept going on the same route, where the others just branched out genetically, taking material from the environment around them and sort of naturally splicing it in. So it's not sort of so it's sort of like bleeding, like genetic bleeding through all the various sources of genetics here. So there is definitely a common ancestry. So the power mages and these are both apparently native to this world.
Oh, they all definitely developed here, but it appears that the power mages were not affected in their genetic development by the environment like the farmers were.
Probably because of their Faraday cages.
How far?
Probably.
How far was the separation? How
Uh,
far back the division goes?
I will allow you to spend a momentum to get that information. As actually, you know what? I will allow you science, even though technically, it's not. She's the science officer
They
is not
assisted.
meaning it. They assisted. So I'm going to give it. So it actually goes back about 600 years. The separation. So it's not. The separation is not recent, but it's not.
It's still fairly,
It's
like,
still,
fairly recent.
It's still
That's
fairly.
fair.
Yeah, in
That's barely
terms
a step
of
in terms of genetics.
yeah, and it's a fairly recent divergence in terms of genetic development and how species normally adapt to their environments. So it could be as far back as 600 years ago that they started using these Faraday cages.
The Romulan tech makes no sense.
And recent Romulan tech at that.
I'm just gonna do a just for shits and giggles, just do a quick old scan to make sure there's no chronotons in the area.
Okay. Do a reason science with your temporal mechanics focus.
Yeah, just to rule out that possibility.
It'll be difficulty 1.
I
Okay.
won't take momentum for that. I just wanted to make sure that's not what we're dealing with.
Okay, yeah, you do not detect any chronoton.
Okay,
in
I
the
closed my
area.
charge. I didn't even tell anybody. I just wanted to make sure.
So, but you do get a momentum for that. So,
Oh, okay.
When we were scanning, we didn't detect, like, any kind of, like, deep manipulation to make this seem like a species looking like another species.
from what you can see, the prime power mage is exactly what he appears to be. There has been.
Okay.
His blood's not copper.
His blood's not copper. Is not Vulcanoid. There is no. There doesn't seem any signs of surgery.
All right.
Is Mzaka back with the map yet?
He will probably be coming down about now.
Yeah, I'm beaming down.
I really should make you roll, but I'm not going to do that. That means.
I honestly, I'm debating whether or not I even should beam down, if I should stay up there and, like, just beam it down in front of the captain.
Well, no, beam down like behind a tree and then walk over.
Yes, but then it's harder to control the transporter and the ship.
Yeah, like, you could just beam down the
map. Like, literally just beam it down in front of the captain's face and be like...
Okay.
I mean, you should probably like beam it down like behind a tree and then we can walk over to it.
Okay, fine, I'll do that. I'm gonna do that.
We're in the middle of camp, so.
Or you could just open the door and drop it.
That too.
I mean, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open the door, like you can see the active camouflage. Captain, throw it at you and close the door.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that saves power, I guess.
Okay, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to do a roll. See if anyone notices it. And no one notices it.
Oh my god.
They're a little busy with trying to flee for their lives.
Yeah, it's at this point where Talia has basically gone through, making sure that everyone's collected their stuff, and it seems that they're all ready to go, and she approaches you once again and says, "Thank you for once again. Don't really know what to say, but glad you're here."
Well, you're going to be definitely at a loss for words then, and I hand her the map. Well, you think we've marked out an area where we might be relatively safe from these paramages?
Okay. Who marked the area? Was that Zaka?
Zaka took a scan, so he would have probably marked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a security insight check?
Who?
Zaka.
Okay. Insight
You wanna
security.
Take momentum.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a momentum.
Wouldn't that be more reason? Because insight's more personal, and we're talking about
Okay.
demarcating a map,
I
right?
will allow reason.
It's the same goddamn thing for me. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm still taking the momentum though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Security is average.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good enough. You're pretty sure you've marked a safe area. And that's all fine. They look at the map and Talia just smiles. And
I'm also gonna walk over to Talia. You're going to want to try and stay as far away from any kind of orb like this, or anything that has the same sort of energy as these orbs. It seems to contribute to some of the sickness in the area.
She nods once again. Actually, she goes in to hug each one of you. Very awkward, but
Yeah, does it last too long with anyone?
no. I mean, it doesn't seem to
Not
be
that
any.
awkward.
I mean, it doesn't seem particularly awkward with anyone in particular, but it's just all
Although-
generally
I mean, aside from Savon?
Right, because he's just seeing they're being broken.
Savon just like
The rest of the
stiffly
village-
pats.
And then like the rest of the villagers come and they hug everyone. And it's like
Okay.
the world's biggest group hug.
No, people, come on, move. You gotta move. Go, go, go.
And with that, Talia takes a few steps backwards and nods and then chases after the rest of the of the group that had already started to make their way. So
Boy, they were ready to bolt, weren't they?
I mean, they were on the edge already. I just hope that the people that were at the castle are all right. I mean, some of them came back, but
We did what we can. And it looks like we have more of a cause for interference than we thought previously.
Indeed. On that note,
Yeah, were you able to
Savon
get a hold of the
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie? Yeah, there you go.
okay, give me a recent security.
why don't we
Security
wait
it is.
until we're in the oh, it's fine.
So
I was gonna say I need to contribute to this because
I will allow Zaka to do a reason engineering to assist.
Nice.
Signal boost. All right.
All right.
2 successes.
Hashtag Valkyrie.
yeah.
Oh,
Make that
well,
4
okay.
successes.
Yeah, so that it was actually a difficulty 2. So you've
Yeah!
got one
We're max.
extra.
One extra momentum.
One extra momentum if you want to spend that. I don't know what you can spend it with, considering it was a communications check. But you.
Just can we spend that momentum to encrypt the signal? Because there may be a Romulan ship in the area.
You can spend a second momentum to create the advantage of encryption. If you
Yeah,
wanna do that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you both work together, Mzaka, so for you it's basically you communicate, get in contact with Mzaka and organize the things, and so working with your communicator and the shuttle's communication system, which, speaking of which, the shuttle should assist as well.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. We don't need the rest of the complication.
Yeah, we're not risking a complication.
So
I did
like-
this manually. I hot-wired it.
Okay, but don't worry, it's not a complication. But no, everything's the same. You're able to encrypt the communication, and you get onto You get on to Commander Roxon. Captain, I was just receiving the emergency signal. Is everyone alright?
We're fine, but we have a problem. I need you to do a scan for cloaked vessels in the area.
Romulans?
Possibly.
Well,
Also, I need you to take the Valkyrie to yellow alert.
acknowledged.
Anyone else got something to add?
Will you be returning to the ship, or is there something else you need to do while down there?
I just want to take one scan before we leave the Electrum, and get the interference. But we're probably heading up soon, I think.
We're gonna take the runabout, and then I want to see if we can do a scan for nearby Romulan power sources.
Okay. So I'm gonna say with the scans that of the thing you've done, you've got pretty much clear. You know enough about the interference to be able to clear that out anyway. So
Yay!
So I'm not gonna make you do another roll for that.
Once we're on the runabout, I want to scan as much as I can, either in the immediate area or if I can reach a wider net. I want to scan for any potential further Romulan energy signatures and Romulan life signs.
Okay.
I actually want to make a suggestion. You're coming on board, right, to do that?
Yeah.
I presume everyone is boarding the boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason not to at this point.
So my first advice would be if you're going to start scanning for Romulan life forms and tech, while we're this low to the planet, let's fly over in camouflage and scan that goddamn castle at close range.
That too,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Though we have to be careful. If they have Romulan tech, they might be able to see us.
It's true, but
If they have Romulan tech, their ability to see us will be the least of our concerns.
exactly.
Alrighty, yeah, let's do it.
I am turning the shields on.
Oh, can you?
Well, isn't that what we're using for the camouflage anyway?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
You can't have the camouflage on and the shields.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm setting it so that I can easily hit a button and it will switch.
Okay. Just do a control engineering.
Control
Yeah.
engineering.
You got to jury rig this.
I gotta jury rig this. I'm assuming that my ship design and innovation might work here, or small craft.
Yeah, I will allow that just so that it's a quick reset of the defaults.
Yeah.
In case someone takes some pot shots at us.
Okay. Yep. That'll do. You've got a quick fix button. So that'll
Even that electromagnetic cannon might be able to do some damage.
Yeah.
So let's give me a control con check.
Okay, here I go again.
Someone do engineering con for the shuttlecraft.
Got it.
Oh fuck.
Oh boy. You got any more determination?
Never
I
mind.
don't, but I'm gonna spend 2 momentum to kill that complication.
Engines con.
You don't roll because
you don't
didn't
roll.
get it.
Oh!
No!
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
don't.
I figured out a way. If you double tap 1 on the task
Yeah.
roll, it'll switch over to 1.
It was
Yeah.
highlighted on one, but that's all right.
Really?
And I spent the momentum so we don't have the complications. I just don't fly in a straight line.
Okay, I'm gonna
Electromagnetic eddies.
with the shuttlecraft 2, you sort of
No, the shuttlecraft doesn't roll if we don't get a success.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
You
Yep.
sort of get sort of mixed up which direction you're going, and you go for about 20 minutes a direction when you realize, hang on, that's not where we're meant to be going.
Okay, the sun shouldn't be on that side.
Well, excuse me, I was in a net.
While this is happening, may I start making some scans for Romulan tech?
Yeah,
It's not about you. Just start scanning, I guess.
Okay, just give me a difficulty 2 reason science supported by the ship. Senses.
All right. Do I have any focuses now that I've changed some of them around?
No, I'm not gonna. No, molecular focus will not apply on this one.
I was
what's-
actually thinking astrometrics, but I realize that's
Yeah.
stellar phenomenon,
Yeah.
so never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
I need to
what's
get
the
a
ship
sense
rolling?
focus.
Mm-hmm.
Engines, or sorry, computer science, I think you said?
Engine. Sorry, sensors science.
Sensor science. All right, I got that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, that counts as the one. So you actually do detect both a number of Romulan energy signatures and Romulan life signs. There are Romulans on
Captain.
this planet.
Where? Narrow it down.
They are near the main castle where you first checked.
Oh, that narrows it down. We already have the set.
So you know, you basically know where. It's near there. I mean, it's not in the castle, but it's about a couple of kilometers away.
All right.
It looks like in some kind of cave.
All right. So if they for sure have Romulan tech, we probably shouldn't bring the runabout near.
Yeah. Does it seem like there was a crash? Like, is there any signs of debris?
There's there's no signs of any other. Should use a momentum for that. Actually, you get your free
I
science.
get a free, my free science.
So yeah, the free science one is that no, there's no signs of crash. It appears to have been they're down here deliberately, from what you can tell.
Great.
What is Tal Shiar subdiffusion?
Or they do enjoy. Oh no, what is that beeping?
I don't know.
Someone's smoke alarm.
It
I don't
stopped.
know what
Anyway.
it is, but it's
Is that an oven?
it was
No.
it was my flatmate. I don't know what he's doing. Just ignore it and continue on.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so we do know that they sometimes enjoy, I don't want to say enslaving, but I kind of do want to say enslaving.
It is.
Exerting power.
They rule from the shadows.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I.
Yeah, so you would know with your previous scans that the cave is actually connected to one of the ores. So to one of the ore veins. So it's likely that they are doing some mining.
Ah.
Of course.
Okay, but modern Romulan presence wouldn't explain the anachronistic technology. 'Cause
Yeah, it does explain some things if they're.
Well, I guess the genetic division though, that could have been like what, 600 years ago?
Yeah,
This.
but
The local resistance did mention that the power mages were not outright hostile until just a few months ago.
So the
That
power
may, of
mages had
course-
had this technology for 600 years, and then only with Romulan influence did they become empirical.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the Romulans have modified their technology.
Yes.
The least we can say is that they're at least incorporating a Romulan plasma pistol into their weaponry. It's probably basically they're covertly uplifting the power mages.
That seems like
giving them a bit of a assistance.
So give me insight. Someone give me an insight command.
my
Captain?
command is fine. I can go for it. But I'd like to take a momentum.
Okay.
Do you have any
Yes.
applicable focuses?
I do not know. I'm going to assume not, but I will just double check.
I got anthropology, diplomacy,
Actually, I
command
will
presence.
allow anthropology.
Nice. Getting some work out of that soft science.
Okay, from what, like, your experience of everything, it seems that, and everything that has been talked about, the technology, most of the technology here has been stagnant for about 100 years or so. The the flying craft that's been around for ages. The electrical the basically the radio, everything you've seen seems quite old, or at least hasn't really changed. Doesn't that seems pretty normal for this. What with knowing that there's a Romulan plasma, you think that yes, the Romulans probably supplied it, and they sort of use that as a basis to develop their own version of the plasma pistol. Lightning's basically plasma, but it's like their version of the Romulan, differently generated and differently distributed, but it's still the same energy output kind of thing.
Well, that's actually not a bad thing then, because if all these advances are native, then all we have to do is remove the Romulan influence, the recent Romulan influence, and things will probably
settle back down.
Yeah, the waves will smooth over.
They still reverse engineered a plasma weapon.
Yeah, we
years
may have
ahead
to
of
destroy
time.
we may have to destroy some information.
Well, at that point, aren't we the ones interfering in their culture? I mean, the fact is that we can't necessarily, at this point, there is a limit to how far we can go. Removing the Romulan influence is one thing, but if they've already adapted some of that influence into their culture, then there's nothing we can do about that because they have modified it with their own values.
We can't remove the Romulan aspects of the technology.
That means interfering with their engineers, and that could be a little messier.
I mean, short of hitting this place with a photon torpedo, there's nothing much we can really do but stopping the information.
It is permissible to undo the effects of Romulan interference and still remain within the intents and the bounds of the Prime Directive.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do that, but you may have to have a talk with somebody and, I don't know, convince them to give it up.
Huh. Oh no, we lost Cher.
I think she had to go see what the heck that noise was.
There we go. Honestly, at this point, I think this is beyond just us.
Yeah, welcome to the big old quagmire. Okay, so we're gonna do what we can. We're going to take care of the Romulans because we have to. Then we're gonna let Starfleet Command know what's happening here, and then they'll be able to send a more qualified team to repair the damage.
I think that is probably for the best.
Yeah.
But at a minimum, we do need to remove the Romulan interference.
Oh, we're gonna kick their asses.
Why are they interested in this ore?
Probably. Have you seen the effects of it so far?
That's exactly what they're here for. Same reason that I was interested in those airships. They could use that ore to dampen the electromagnetic eddies in the expanse.
Right.
They probably place havoc with their cloaking devices. Imagine if they didn't have that problem anymore.
Imagine if they continue to have that problem. It would be nice.
Yeah. Speaking of, have we gotten any more communications from the Valkyrie? Any updates?
I haven't rolled for them, so let me just do a roll for them quickly.
All right, Roxan's gonna roll.
What could possibly go wrong?
She lives up to her name.
I mean, that could be a crit.
If she has a focus.
Sorry, that was not a 1d10 that I wanted to roll. Okay. What?
That was a
Damn
1d120.
You know, there's a little button here on the side that just goes about the dice.
There we go. So what are you trying to? What did you ask her to roll for?
I asked for the look for the presence of cloaked vessels.
Okay, she is unable to find anything.
That doesn't mean much.
It doesn't mean much, but
We could have the ship
she
roll.
got one success. Yeah, what about the ship?
I mean, she got 16 and a 2, and the ship got a 16.
Oh, okay. So you rolled. Okay.
So,
Fucker.
What is our ship? Let's see. Sensors. No, sensor science? No, 14. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, that doesn't mean much.
I say we just fire on the mountaintop where that cave is, return to the ship, and call it a day.
Agreed.
I want to know what they're doing in that cave,
I mean,
and I want to talk to somebody. I want to know what the
Simply
hell is
firing
going
on
on
the
here.
cave could cause collateral damage.
If it, yeah. And again, they would see a phaser strike from somewhere firing on a cave. That's again
I didn't
cultural
say fire
damage.
on the cave. I didn't say we fire on the cave. I say we fire on the mountain.
No, that's literally like a hand from God. We don't need to be doing that.
I don't particularly relish the thought of speaking with Romulans.
We need information.
They're not
And it-
exactly known for diplomacy.
They're not known for diplomacy, but they're known for being smug and rub it in your face. We can use that.
Not when they think that it's at their disadvantage.
Yeah, so we make them think it's at their advantage.
I just had this imagine that everyone's just suddenly looking at Ted with a look of, really?
I mean,
I'm good at pissing people off. Let's use it.
And
that's true.
it's at this
But-
point that the power maid starts coming to it again.
Oh, we left him on the planet.
Oh,
No, we beamed him up.
sorry.
We took him with
Oh,
him.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he has the hood over his head.
Regardless of your ability to provoke people, Captain, I still think that provoking a Romulan, especially one with potential access to a disruptor, is rather reckless.
Oh, absolutely. But that's what Safan's here for.
I say if you're going to do this, we need a
Eyebrow.
lot more red shirts.
I think we should rendezvous with Valkyrie and then. Oh, our guest is waking up.
Is he now?
So he sort of once you mentioned that he's waking up,
Maybe we can.
he was trying to be like not trying to be like somewhat inconspicuous, but you're actually
If I
able,
pretend I'm still sleeping, maybe they won't notice.
yeah, but he sort of made a movement that made you notice him, and as he was
We took off his
Perhaps
harness,
he-
right?
Yeah, perhaps he knows how many Romulans we would be dealing with.
At a minimum, he knows where he procured the plasma pistol.
It's true.
Yeah, we took off his harness, right? The arm thing.
yeah, I'll say yes because you knew that's where the power was. So I'm not gonna do that.
Much obliged.
He they said you would be difficult.
Oh, who's
Oh. Approximately 5'10", tend to have rather distinct hair.
Safan,
haircut.
take your hood down.
they? No, he
He
can't
doesn't
see.
look
He,
like-
he can't see. We put the bag over his head.
I know, but Stefan looks like a Romulan.
Yeah,
No,
I
he
know. No,
doesn't.
you can't see Safan right now.
He's got
I
a
know.
bag over his head.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make him think that he's talking to the Romulan.
No, I don't want him to see the interior of the runabout.
I think this dude has already been interfered enough that I don't think seeing the inside of the
Yeah, at this point, I think
Yeah, all right, I'll pull it off.
He as you take the head off, he's just glowering at you. You know, they know you.
Let me guess. Hair like him, ears like him, big fuck off shoulder pads.
He just glares. He's not saying anything.
Oh, come on, buddy. Buck up. You and I have a lot of talking to do.
Are we still in the planet's atmosphere?
At the moment, yes, you are still in the planet's atmosphere.
So I'm gonna stabilize this at an altitude that's not necessarily. We're not. No one's gonna get hypoxia if I open the door, but it's an option there
Oh.
for the captain.
Okay, I see where you're going. Probably not going to go that way, but we'll see how it goes.
I'm not saying we throw him out, but
I'm
Captain,
kind of not in the idea of a full-on intimidation like interrogations.
Captain, have you heard of the human expression "flies with honey"?
Yeah, I think it's more beer though, where I come from.
Well,
Yeah. So I'm guessing some people from somewhere else came along and gave you some pointers. Maybe some new technology. Maybe pushed you in direction towards conquest. How am I doing so far? Hot, cold?
I'm gonna roll because he's trying to be as restrained as possible.
I would like to see if I can read them.
Yes. So do a insight command check.
All right, I'm gonna grab a momentum.
Okay.
I would also like to try something at this point.
Yeah, do we have an empath?
You have a telepath.
Much better.
All right. So what's your roll?
All right, I'm gonna roll with my momentum.
Okay. So he got 2 successes as well. So
Tie
you're-
goes to the defender.
y-
Oh, but someone said they were assisting.
I want to try something completely different.
Oh, okay.
I think because you're actively trying to read him, I think the tie goes to the active person. So you don't get
Oh.
any momentum, but you do win.
Succeed.
Yeah, you can tell that. Yeah, he knows exactly what you're talking about. It's definitely the Romulans, but he doesn't want to say anything because actually he's a bit scared of them too.
When did they first show up? Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna. I want to try something.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll ask questions and we'll see if our science officer can read his surface thoughts.
More, I wanted to try and intimidate him.
No. Let's save intimidation for if things just don't work.
Oh, fine.
It
We're
may help-
Starfleet. We don't need to jump immediately to being assholes.
it
I
may
mean,
help
we've
him
kind
to
of
know
already
that-
come to that.
But my telepathy doesn't really work that way.
Really?
It may help
No.
him to know that we are here to remove the Romulan presence and their
Yeah.
interference.
Yeah, that's right. We did say he was scared of them.
Would you prefer them gone? Do you have
Right.
a name?
My name.
Wait, what?
He sort of barks out "all right" as you guys start to pressure him. You hit the right note to sort of get him to open up.
All right.
They,
Yeah, what's your name, buddy?
Oh,
My name is Power Mage Corellian.
Corellian. Okay.
Power Mage Corellian. It is my
Sorry.
title.
Sorry, PM Corellian.
ah.
All right. So, I'm guessing you don't like the Romulans because you seem to be kind of. I don't know. Do you?
I mean, agitated would be a good word.
Yeah, but it could just be from fear because of their more advanced abilities. Plus, Romulans.
I
Yeah.
mean,
They have helped us, but they're still holding so much back.
Oh, they're in control, aren't they? They're the ones holding all the good stuff, and they get to use it whenever they feel like it. And in return, I'm guessing you granted them mining rights.
Yes.
And they want more, don't they? So you have to go and get more, which means you got to get out there and conquer some stuff.
And they're not reciprocating.
They are using labor. The farmers
Slave labor?
The farmers were always good at that.
Yeah, they're not being compensated, aren't they?
No.
Yeah, I think so. All right, well, how long? When did they show up? How long has it been? Come on, you could tell me. We're all friends here.
2.5 months. So literally just before the new weapons appeared.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Called it.
I'm just gonna point out that's still about.
Do you have a
3.5
cough, Safan?
That was out of character.
Yeah. 2.5. That's actually pretty good. That means that damage can be mitigated real fast.
However, it's still 3.5 months after the war against the farmers started.
Yeah, that means that was a natural development and not necessarily the Romulans. I mean, there's not much we can do about that.
Yeah.
What instigated your conflict with the farmers?
He's like just staring at you, not particularly wanting to say that.
Power Mage Corellian, please answer the question.
I would like to intimidate him just a little. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit there, and then I'm going to extend my claws as I'm stroking my beard.
Okay, just do a command presence check.
Presence. Oops.
Okay, it's not quite enough.
Okay. You want some water? You thirsty?
It just... Yes.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to a replicator and get some water for him.
He
I don't know. There's a reason to this. I want him to watch that I'm replicating water out of nothing.
Yeah,
no.
he notices. Oh, he definitely notices that water just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I hand him the glass. Here you go, buddy.
I would also like to say that as soon as he mentioned forced labor in the mines, the song got very quiet.
All right. Look, I'm gonna make a deal with you here, okay? We can come along and we can make that Romulan problem disappear. But in exchange, we're gonna want those farmers left alone.
Sorts of grits his teeth for a moment. And
If you wanna open negotiations with those people for mining rights, where everyone's fairly compensated, that's fine. But your war of conquest ends.
fine. They know you're coming. They're the
I
ones
bet
that
they do.
sent us here.
They know Starfleet's coming. They don't know we're coming.
I do not know what the difference is.
Don't worry. And I sort of pat him on the cheek a little bit. You don't have to know.
It sort of like looks confused for a moment.
And I stand up and look at everyone else. We got a problem to solve.
Indeed.
Every problem's an opportunity in disguise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Doctor, knock his ass out.
Will do. I load up a hypo spray.
Yeah, just give me a reason, medicine, definitely one.
Okay. Xenobiology apply.
Xenobiology will apply.
2 complications. He's dead.
Oops.
Okay,
She
so...
injects him and he throws himself out the airlock.
Little.
Okay, he's knocked out once again.
All right. Flies with honey, indeed. All right, so we got options here. My preference is to let the Romulans know we know and open the negotiation, open dialogues. I wouldn't mind having a going hard backup plan, Savon.
Do we know how many exits or entrances there are from that cave?
There is only one that you're aware of.
In that case, we could, in that case, the backup go hard plan, as you say, Captain, would be to bring the cave down on top of them.
Or
Demolition
collapse
charges?
the entrance to the cave.
We could
Wait.
probably do that with a micro torpedo, couldn't we?
Yeah, I would not do seal the cave because they could just use a disruptor and literally vaporize their way out.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
we would have to bring it down on top of them.
Hmm.
And we're
Which
not.
I'm not terribly fond of because that would leave, evidence of otherworldly creatures buried in the dirt, which archaeologists are going to find one day.
Which I was gonna ask: is the mountain more or less dense enough to beam through?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It
We're
has been-
not. We're not destroying the cave.
You're able to beam through from what you believe should be able to beam through it. Most of the veins are actually like not actually in the actual mountain itself. They sort of like they're in the mountain, but they're deeper in the
Gotcha.
Can we so we can beam into the cave? Can we beam people out of the cave?
From the shuttle you can the Valkyrie can't, but the shuttle can because you're close enough and
Okay. I don't know whether or not this will ping you have an active scan. I want to ping the cave and see if I can get an up to date telemetry of who's inside and where they're moving. I want to see if I can identify the leader just by how the Romulans are moving.
Okay, so give me a reason science. Someone
Yeah.
with census science.
I will
I'll
do
do-
so.
I will
Is my
take care of
anthropology focus going to apply? Because I'm
Uh,
literally trying to identify somebody through culture.
I will.
he's Admiral Thrawning this ship.
It depends.
I'm looking for somebody who always has an escort, who other beings seem to pay sort of deference to if they kind of back away, and who's always kind of moving around like they're in not quite a patrol but examination.
I will allow you to use that if you're doing the main focus, or if you want to assist, then I'll also allow that with insight command.
Would my observation focus apply for this, or is it just a?
I will. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna say yes, just because I'm kind.
All right.
What's
And
your
may I-
what's your
I'm-
recent science?
17.
But I got bold science.
I'm gonna take one for cautious. So.
Okay, well then yeah. I'll
Okay,
assist.
just so you know, I'm spending 2 threat to increase the complication range.
I
Alright. So.
would also like to assist because I'm going to start moving the Balder into evasive maneuvers just to make sure that they can't track us from the pings.
Yeah, the fact is they might already know where we are if they know.
Yeah.
So is the
Right,
complication 2 or 3 right
The
now?
complication is 3.
Make sure you double click 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, ready when you are.
I didn't get a yes from Baz on my assist.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
The Balder gets to assist, though, if you want to roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll for the Balder with her. What was it? Sensor science.
Census science.
Okay.
Four
Nice.
successes
Come on, one
so
more.
far.
I'll take
Nope.
4.
For yeah, you get I didn't say difficulty, did I?
No.
No.
You did not.
But you get 2 momentum from that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Um,
I pointed the screen. That one. That's
Yeah.
the leader.
You see a group of 3. You're not.
I'm looking for the one that's whatever's leading or behind. Like
Yeah.
there's like a group of 3. It's a triangle, right?
It is a triangle, and you are able to identify the one in the lead. you are from your anthropology. You basically assume that's the leader.
Lock on and beam them onto the
Is-
runabout,
they-
and then
they-
let's get the hell out of here.
They sort of there's at least 5 other Romulans in there, but
How
we only
many non-Romulans are in there?
there's about 12. I'm gonna say 12.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Stefan to arm himself, obviously. And
what now?
yeah, we're gonna beam that Romulan on board, and we're gonna have a conversation.
Fantastic.
And yeah, when we beam them on board, run. Get us to the other side of the continent.
I was thinking run into the Valkyrie.
No. It's not a bad idea, but that will probably put us under fire. I want to use the curvature of the planet as protection.
There will be little protection if there's a Romulan ship in high orbit.
That's what the Valkyrie's for.
Okay,
Indeed.
so
Oh yeah, we're also going to update so Roxon with our plan.
okay, so you communicate what you've discovered, what you're planning on doing.
I'm sure Roxon's going, "What the fuck?"
She
She is the main one.
she seems okay, but she's going to follow orders as you've laid them out, and she's keeping an eye out, ready. She's at yellow alert. Do you want to go? She goes to red alert.
No, not
No,
red alert.
Not red alert.
We don't want them to think that we're planning something yet.
But yeah, she's ready to respond.
I also turned to Ted, Captain. I may also suggest getting the other runabout and the other shuttles on standby in case we need support, or at the very least to rapidly evacuate the other non-Romulan life signs from that cave.
Yeah, make
I
it so.
assume the transporters will neutralize the weapons as we beam them up.
Yes.
You know, now that we have a lock on
Well,
the
I mean,
good scan
it's-
of the cave, is it possible to use the Valkyrie's transporters?
No, because they'd have to piggyback off of us.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, no, get some other ships in the air so we can use them as like transponders or something.
So are they going to fly with the visual cloaking, or are they just going to be
No, put them
shuttlecraft?
on standby for rapid launch.
Okay.
Yeah. On standby, probably without the active camouflage, so that they have shields to defend themselves.
Yeah, but at this point we're making noise.
Okay. So someone
wanna
do
beam
the
that leader. Yeah.
do the engineering. I will allow Safan to do a targeting assist.
Yeah, let's get
and-
Good thing
let's
the
get our engineer on transporters.
Okay.
Good
What
thing
am I rolling to assist?
This will be control security.
Okay.
And good thing that this is my focus. What's the difficulty?
The difficulty will be through everything. Difficulty be 3.
So the runabout transporter's right in the center of the runabout, right?
Yeah, it's the one
Yeah.
right behind the cockpit.
I'm gonna replicate 2 chairs, like 2 folding chairs. Put one in the center that's facing it, and put one in the center that's right next to the transporter, but kind of I'm in a chair that's gonna be facing the transport, and I want to put up a chair right next to the transporter that our guest can sit in.
Got it.
Does
I'm
ship
also-
or tactical systems focus apply here, Baz?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm taking a momentum for an extra die, just to
Please
be on
do.
the safe side.
Okay.
Yeah. Please do. Nice.
And the
Balder,
I won.
boulder will be computers engineering.
I can run that really fast. Hang on.
Come on, let's get this done.
Okay. You get 2 momentum back. So yes, the leaders and the 2 guards just material.
No, just the leader. Just the leader.
Just the leader.
Just the-
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, why would we want the guards?
yeah, we're pulling just the leader. I want to put them on uneven footing immediately.
So the leader just materializes in front of you. He was in the middle of a sentence, but stops as
Surprise.
What's his rank? Can I see his rank from just
you
identification?
can see his
visual?
rank. He is actually. Let me check something.
So he'd be what, a centurion,
He-
a sub
No,
commander?
EB sub commander or commander.
He is a commander.
Oh,
That's a comparable rank to me.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for him to take a moment to get realize his position.
And I need to make that con check.
Oh, I should mention too, I switched back into my full uniform.
Okay. Is everyone in their uniforms again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as he sort of smiles at you as after a few seconds he smiles and Captain, what a surprise!
Commander, likewise. I adjusted to the seat.
I'll stand, thank you.
You're welcome to. I'm Captain Tedder of the USS Valkyrie, and I suspect you knew that already.
And I need to make my control con check while this is going on.
Yeah.
Do a control con. Do full D2.
Okay. Spending a momentum. And we need to roll for the boulder really fast.
Good thing you did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Engines.
Okay, nothing
well.
from the boulder, but yes, success.
However, I would like to spend an additional momentum. I want to make this story point when he says, "I'll stand." I kind of decrease the inertial dampeners a little.
As he says that, he like wobbles a bit as the ship suddenly accelerates. You can feel the acceleration in any sort of like fall slightly back towards the transporter. You're trying to get out of the way. Very well.
I just want as much time to talk to you as possible.
Very well. What do you have to say, Captain?
Well, first off, let's compare notes. I'm going to say that you probably found this planet before us, realized the potential of the electromagnetic ore within the crust, saw that these power mages could be easily manipulated, since they're already starting some kind of war of conquest, and you came along with your fancy ships and your fancy tech, offer them ways to vanquish their enemies through some kind of imperial didact, and then you started holding the good stuff until you kept getting what you want, and you just keep wanting more and more and more. And you're using local people as slave labor to get the ore. How am I doing so far?
You just remarkably well, Captain. You still smiles at you. That irascible smile that just...
I do a grin, and I show off my shark-like canines. Yeah. So I guess you're gonna know what I'm about to say, right? What are you, Tal Shiar, or just the regular army?
Oh. I think I'll leave that to surprise, Captain. But, let me guess.
I'm not good with surprises.
Let
You'll
me...
learn that about me.
Oh.
Given his arrogance, Captain, I would assume he is Tal Shiar.
Yeah. Actually, can I do a check to see if he is?
Do Inside Command. Difficulty... I'm gonna say 3.
All right. Do I have any focuses that apply?
I will check, because I am still not quite fully...
And may I assist with an observation focus, Baz?
Yes, please.
You may
I need to
assist with a...
Or espionage.
You know what? I'm going to...
Yep.
Oh, espionage would be good.
I'm going to allow anthropology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What about for the assist? I
for
have
the
observation and espionage. Those both might work.
I'm going to... yeah, espionage will definitely work.
Okay.
So give me yeah, Insight Command from both of you.
Alrighty. Fuck.
Okay, you have...
I don't know why I even bothered rolling that. But
Yeah.
You
I'm
have
gonna neutralize that. I'm neutralizing that
yeah.
that complication. Typical
Oh.
Romulan. I can't read shit.
And this is in your wheelhouse now, so
I just roll horribly. I don't know why.
Is there any way I can get like a truth serum into him, like in any way?
He's probably trained against it.
You could try and generate one.
We don't need to be escalating
But-
the situation right now.
Fair enough.
Okay, so he continues. Let me guess. You want me to leave the power mages, let the workers go, and never return?
I want you to take your shit and get off this planet. Yes.
Well, I don't see the capability to stop us, Captain.
We got an Akira class in orbit, if that helps.
Oh, yes, I know the Valkyrie. You made yourself quite known when you entered the system. Which surprises me, since I don't really know how you knew we were here. I mean, it's a pretty pathetic attempt of making yourself look like a wounded animal. Warp troubles, approaching too close to the sun, and then suddenly doing our pulse so that we knew you were here, a wounded animal. It's just too much of a coincidence, Captain.
and at this moment, I literally stop the ship. I'm at roughly the same altitude, but I'm doing it over an ocean.
Oh my god, we're not throwing him off the ship.
We're not. You're not. We don't have to actually do it.
We're not gonna take him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because your method's working so well.
I've got to tone this whole ship down. We gotta have a talk about non-violent violent problems solving.
Hyposprays aren't violent.
But hypersprays do kind of mess with that whole bodily autonomy thing.
Yeah, do no harm.
Shrug. I worked for the Symbiosis Commission.
Jesus.
I feel it like the Cassini has rubbed off on these people.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I feel like I'm the only one who's still kind of like, this is bad. We should leave.
So, Captain, do you have an answer for
Easy.
me?
Yeah, we're explorers. We were exploring. And our helmsman needs a little bit of work. Alvarado.
I start doing some loop-de-loops. A couple of barrel rolls in there.
Zaka, I don't need to treat everybody for motion sickness.
Zaka, did you knock it off, please?
Sorry. I think I need more work, sir.
So the commander puts his hand up against the wall as you're doing this, just to steady himself a bit. As you're doing these things. He's going to do an insight check on you.
Okay, bring it. Do I get to use Dauntless?
If you want to oppose, if you want
I do.
Okay. What is Dauntless?
Dauntless means I get an additional die. Let's see. Whenever you resist being intimidated or threatened.
Oh, well, this is not so much an intimidation or threat. This is just trying to work out if you're telling the truth or not.
Oh, well then, no. Screw it, I won't oppose.
Okay, that is going to be enough. These sorts of... Oh, apparently Starfleet has let itself go. Alright.
Yeah, real cute. At least we don't use slave labor.
He's still smiling. Well, this has been such fun.
Is this the part where you tell us that you have a ship in orbit trained in our position and you're ready to blow us out of the sky?
No, I think this is the point where his ship beams him up.
We have our shields up, right?
And,
We do.
like,
But that's never a problem
but-
for fucking Romulans.
yeah, and just as you say that, he transports out of there. He, like, the green of Romulan transporters just pick him out from the
Okay,
shuttle.
we're tracking that, right?
Do a
That would be more
reason
Mazaka's thing than mine.
Because, I mean, it would be a...
It's more engineering for
It's-
transporters.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Do a reason engineering.
so that'd be me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can assist with a reason science to try and like find the frequency or something.
Yep, and the shuttle will assist with sensors science as well.
Okay, so I just walked away for a second. What are we doing specifically with the?
He's transporting. He transported off with the runabout. I want to scan to see if he's going back to his base or to a ship in orbit.
Okay.
Freaking Romulans.
Gotcha.
Freaking Tal Shiar.
Indeed.
They're the ones with the tech to do this.
Okay.
And so sensors science for the boulder.
Yeah, we need to know where he's going.
Who's rolling the boulder?
I'll do it. Sensor science, you said?
Sensors science, correct. Okay, so you don't get a precise fix, but it is going into orbit. It's outwards.
Set a course back for the Valkyrie.
Punching it.
Shields up. Tell Roxon to go to red alert.
Aye, aye, Captain. Assuming I got a roll for that.
Yeah.
So just do a con check to get out of there.
Stefan, prepare a message to be relayed on my order to be sent to the Klingon Defense Force.
With eyebrow. Very well.
And a difficulty?
The difficulty would just be 1.
Okay. Mother.
Fuck.
Okay.
Well, hey, get the shuttle to assist, and then if you get another momentum, use that to wipe the complication.
Yeah, so that's engines con. And fucking runabout's useless. The Balder hasn't rolled for shit tonight.
So for the complication, you get out of there, but the shields are actually struck by some lightning, and you get some damage already.
Better lightning than disruptor fire.
Yeah. I'm deciding what damage. I'm gonna say 4. So that's 5 damage to the shields.
Oh god, do we have any resistance?
2 resistance.
Oof.
Down to 3.
Fortunately,
That's
the
fine.
effects. I'm not going to make the effects do anything. So, congratulations on that.
Whew. It's great
Yeah.
because yeah.
Yeah, because that just fried our shields.
Well, let's punch it.
I'm punching it.
Yeah.
Okay, so do another con check for one.
Fantastic. This is going into evasive maneuvers, isn't it?
No comment.
You might want to use the determination. Or
You might not have to.
Okay, roll for the boulder.
I'll roll.
Yeah. Please,
Yeah.
you have better ship rolls than me.
yes, please do your anti-K gun rolls.
Okay, so you
Nope.
get 1 momentum, and you actually you put the pedal to the metal a bit and just drive
Full impulse.
full impulse basically into the shuttle bay of the Valkyrie, and you bring it back it off just at the perfect time for the tractor beams to the shuttle bay tractor beams to take over and pull you in.
Can we cut to the bridge?
Cut to the bridge. Like, so this will be a scene.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
shuttle bridge, there doesn't seem to be anything going on. The red alert is going on, sensors scanning anything, nothing is appearing out. You're certain they're there, but you're not sure what's happening.
That's the situation report from that's the situation report from Rogeson.
Yeah, pretty much. They haven't detected any ship in the system.
In orbit. Okay. I'm guessing Safon's taking the station.
Oh yes.
All right. Safon, arm weapons. Oh, she's already been armed. Safon.
You told her to go to red alert, didn't you? So the weapons.
Yeah, I did.
So weapons are armed.
Yeah.
So Safon, target the mountain base with a photon torpedo. Don't fire. Just target them. Get a firing solution.
Aye, sir.
All right. And also, open a channel. Just all frequencies.
Channel open.
To the cloaked Romulan vessel within the system, show yourself now and open dialogue, or I'm going to open fire on that. I'm going to open fire on that base. And also, I'm going to send a communique to the Klingon Defense Force about your presence in the system. Close channel.
Captain, I must remind you there were native inhabitants of the planet in that cave.
I'm aware.
So 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds pass before you decloak a D-Deridex.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Well,
I hope your gamble pays off, Captain.
Yeah, me too.
The shields are up, weapons
Weapons
are
are locked.
armed, but you receive a hail.
On screen.
Captain,
Commander, nice to see you again.
you miss me so much, do you? It was
That's not often they get the chant with a Romulan.
so. He just says so and just
Yeah.
shrugs as he waits for you to say something.
You know, I'm not gonna say anything. Fuck it. Want to play chicken? Let's play chicken.
So, like, he looks at his fingernails, just plays with them, doesn't say anything.
I got the one playful Tar-Shiar agent. I direct somebody to get me a drink.
Oh.
I
Actually,
walked
he
over
fu-
with a thing of water and a bottle of Sarian brandy, so you can pick which drink you want.
Yeah. I pour a half shot of the brandy.
The commander orders us some Romulan ale. He comes in on a platter with a glass and the bottle.
What year is that?
I actually don't really know. It's a decent year.
Really? There's something you don't know.
Well, that's me, the GM, talking about. But
I know. I'm so okay.
He knows, but I don't. It's just some.
He's not telling.
It is good.
He does actually tell you a year, actually.
Good start date.
Yes, I think so. I'm surprised that you actually had some, considering.
Oh, I've had a drink or two during my time. Don't worry. Listen, Commander, let's get down to brass tacks. You knew the second you put something like this in the Shackleton Expanse that we were going to come across it and we were going to get pissed.
Eventually.
Mm-hmm. And you know that despite whatever ongoing conflicts the Federation may have with Klingons right now, they take any sort of incursion of Romulans into the Shackleton Expanse very seriously.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And as advanced as the Daredevil class may be, the Valkyrie class is no pushover. Push comes to shove. I'm not sure who's walking away from this fight.
And I want to at the moment, the fact that he barely reacts to the idea of us contacting the Klingons, I want to do a passive scan to see if we're being jammed.
Okay.
Can I assist?
Yep. Do a. I'm gonna say reason engineering from Zarko Reason Science for
Okay.
Lashawn.
May I take the last momentum, or would you like it?
So it depends who's taking the lead.
Oh,
who gets
You
the
take
lead.
the lead because you're the science officer. I'm gonna read another goes. Do a passive scan for see if we're being jammed. Being way too coy.
Yeah, you can actually
I
just do
know.
put that in a text message.
Mm-hmm.
Would my observation focus apply for this, or survival?
No, I'm not gonna count that. No focus.
Yeah.
All right.
Captain,
that one
if I
for-
may,
Go ahead, Savon.
you may be able to make a case to the Romulan commander that he already has what he wants, and therefore there is no purpose for the Romulans to remain.
I just stay silent and motionless at that.
Okay, so you get actually 4 momentum.
Also, the ship should roll as well.
Yeah, we haven't rolled the ship.
I'll roll
Roll the Valkyrie, so it's sense of science for the
sense
Valkyrie.
of science.
Yeah.
Also, should it have been a
Ooh.
difficulty?
Nice.
Holy shit. Should it have been a difficilty 2?
Ship
Or,
of
sorry,
science.
a difficulty 1?
So
Or was it a difficulty 3 down to a difficulty 2?
it's a difficulty 1 as the end with resolving all the bonuses and stuff you have. It's a difficulty 1.
Nice.
So you get there, you max out your momentum, and you are not. No, there's actually no interference. There's no jamming. There's no kind of electronic warfare going on as far as you're aware.
That's worrisome.
Yeah.
Can I, with my free question and whatever floating momentum with this scan, can I also detect if there's any further Romulan ship communique in the area?
You do not. Okay, so there's communicate. There isn't ship to ship, but there is ship to ground communication.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
They're probably preparing to evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, would you like a channel open towards the Klingon Defense Force?
Yeah, no, we actually can't because we're in the Shackleton Expanse, so we'd have to send a data burst packet.
Okay, so I am
true.
using a threat for something that you guys are not going to be able to see.
Lovely.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well,
Commander, let's make a deal here. You're not jamming us for whatever reason. And you probably know by now that we're not the kinder, gentler Starfleet that we used to be. We got made too many things breathing down our necks, and well, you can tell we're starting to build warships. I'm gonna offer this. You probably have all the ore that you actually need. I mean, you've been here for a couple of months, and with your mind techniques and technology, you probably got everything you need. You're just, I don't know, looking for more. If you evacuate now, you take all your technology, you take every piece of evidence that you were ever on the planet, and you can just take your ore and go.
Captain, if
I will-
thought you were going to attack me, then your ship would already be destroyed, but it seems that, well, let's just say this. We'll see you some other time. And the communication chucks out, and he's going to warp.
I want to scan the
base.
Yeah, I want to see if they're killing the innocents, and I want to see if they took the people.
Yeah.
So he's using another roll for the another threat for the roll to warp out, and yes, that's a success. And,
I never got his name. Shit.
No. And scan.
Well, you know what he looks like. I would like to take one for cautious, please.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks like a mad guy in a bowl cut.
He's
Okay.
Mo.
And I'm assuming I have no focuses for this.
I'm gonna say
I would like
no.
to assist because actually I would like to assist with presence command
Okay, you can use your.
because I made the direction. I want to scan on the base.
Okay, do your presence command check.
All right, so you go ahead and make your roll.
Valkyrie also rolls.
Sensor science.
I'll roll. Sensor science, Valkyrie.
So make your science roll.
Yeah. That's
One
4,
success
5.
All right, I kept it.
Okay. So you don't detect any Romulan life signs on the planet.
Okay, I want to
Yeah.
know if they've killed any of the slaves.
There seems to be the same number of life signs in the cave as same number of local 12 indigenous life signs as there were before.
That's very magnanimous of them.
As was stated, Captain, they had what they came for.
Someone want to scan for a self-destruct?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Can we
that's
use a momentum
totally-
to ask
Yeah.
that question, or
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. So you've got.
I will use my free science question to do that. Is the cave gonna blow?
Yeah.
The cave is going to blow in about 2 minutes.
Beam them out of
Copy.
there now. Beam
We
everyone
can't.
out of there.
We can't beam through the interference, not unless we take the Valkyrie down.
that is
Is it-
certainly an option.
Is it daytime or is it nighttime?
It is starting late afternoon, about 4 o'clock.
Okay, we got 2 minutes. I want you to adjust the shield to put us back in that visual cloak. And as soon as we're close enough to start beaming, drop the shield, start beaming.
Got it. All right.
Site to site, Captain. Should we simply beam them back to the surface?
Site to site. Let's mitigate as much damage as we can, because we're about to become a giant starship in the air.
Okay.
Or
Okay. So I'm gonna make this an extended task.
Okay.
This will
High
be.
challenge, yay.
This will be magnitude 3. One for basically getting to the orbit. 2 for stealthing the shuttlecraft, and 3 for beaming everyone.
Oh, stealthing the Valkyrie.
We're
Stealthing
taking
the
the ship
Valkyrie.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I
We're-
meant. But yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna use your troop transporters to get them out.
Yeah.
And actually, and the third one is to transport them out, of course. So first, actually, this will be Alvarado to do another con.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Alvarado would like a momentum, please.
Please take one.
Please.
So
Or 3.
okay,
So he's got helm operations as a focus. I'm assuming
Okay.
that applies.
Yep, that applies. So you were maxed out of momentum, so that's back down to 5.
Okay, control con. Let's do this.
With
Or would this be daring con?
this will be daring con actually.
Oh boy, here we go.
Come on, Cam, you got this.
Okay.
Camp's got this.
So
What's
this
the
this will be a difficulty 3.
Fuck. Camp
Ship
So,
got
roll.
this.
but the
Roll the
shut-
ship, roll the
roll
ship.
ship.
What? what is the ship rolling?
Engines con.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay.
So that's the third. Can give Alvarado 6 challenge dice. to
Okay.
roll. Try
Okay.
again.
Lovely.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good chunk. That's 6 out. So that's a breakthrough.
Well, and then we've also got to spend the effects too.
There is no effects. There's no like vicious or.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean,
they're
like, it's
just
for,
one.
we're doing extended task, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
extended tasks have effects.
Some like
Oh, God, where's my extended task cheat sheet? Hang on.
Yeah.
I don't have one. Crap.
Yeah.
They didn't make one.
I am literally looking it up right now.
so it depends on if you have an ability that activates effects beyond that. For example, Nick of Time as engineers and science do, but
Oh, yeah, no, Overlord doesn't have any of that because he's
Yeah.
just a supporting character.
so it by default it's just one for effects.
Okay.
Unless situation applies for it, like spending momentum to remove
Resistance, that
resistance,
sort of thing.
that sort of thing.
But we did it.
Well, do we have any resistance?
No
to remove?
resistance, so that's 6. Still got another 8 on the work track left.
Okay. So whose turn is it
So
next?
now it'll be an engineering.
This is my wheelhouse.
For the shuttles, so for the shields. So
Yeah.
I will allow someone to assist with the difficulty 2 though.
Hang
to
on
make
1 second. I need 1 second. Okay. So, what's the roll?
So it'll be for you. I'm gonna say control engineering.
Control engineering. I'm
And what are
gonna
we
take.
trying to do here? Sorry.
Just
It's
make the ship visibly
Yeah,
invisible.
we're applying the same invisibility shield cloak for the shuttlecraft to the entire Valkyrie.
yeah.
Can I
the
assist with control security?
I will allow one person to assist. So yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, go for
I'm taking a point of momentum.
Okay.
Can I try and use either my EPS systems or warp field dynamics to boost it as a focus?
I think
Warp
we.
fields,
I
warp
think we.
fields.
I think we said your warp fields the first time,
Okay.
so I think we should count that this time too.
okay.
Hey, Baz,
Perfect.
if I can assist by modifying the shield harmonics, would that be control security?
I'll make that reason.
That's
security.
literally what we're doing is modifying
Yeah.
the shield harmonics.
Well, yes.
But,
And I
But the
really,
shields
really,
Yeah, use your determination if you got it.
I don't got it, but I can spend momentum to reroll.
Well, you do got it because unless you spend it this episode.
momentum's only for challenge dice reroll.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
Uh.
you're right, because it's a new session. I can roll it. Thinking out the ship design box, or all must walk the path to peace.
Thinking out the ship design box. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, Baz, what am I rolling for the assist?
So this will be reason security.
Reason security. Okay, got it.
You missed
Uh,
the die.
And
That's
is,
pretty-
No,
Okay.
it's selective reroll.
Oh, okay.
and is this engines?
This
Is
will
this engines security?
be computers security.
If you got determination, use it now.
Please.
Oh boy.
So
Sorry.
it's only a difficulty 2, so you've got it.
We need
so
the
far.
ship though. We need the ship
Yeah,
though.
And luckily the
Fuck.
first
no,
one.
no, that
Oh, no, it's right, it's right.
complication
People-
doesn't count.
Yeah, the ship only does one.
Okay,
No
so
complication.
you get a momentum back, and it's time to roll some challenge dice. 7 for Anzaka.
7 for Mazaka. Okay.
Nice. Come on.
I'm
That's ridiculous.
I'm spending a momentum to re-roll.
Yep.
Yep. That's better.
Okay.
It's even better than that. Hold on. I also have in a nick of time, so that's 2 additional work on there.
Okay, so you manage you manage to do both. You're able to multitask and both manipulate the shields and get the transporters ready to trigger as soon as they're in range. So as you do that, 12 people vanish from inside the cave and appear just outside, just as the explosive goes off and the cave just collapses in on itself. A huge cloud of dust and smoke just pour out of the cave.
Shields back, Gus. Get us back into orbit. I mean, the cloaking shields back up.
Well, yeah. I mean,
The regular shields.
No, the ones that make us invisible.
Oh.
the cloaking shields shouldn't have interfered. in
Yeah,
that.
the cloaking shields don't actually interfere with the...
Oh, yeah, because they're
Hmm.
so weak, right? They're not actually trying to block anything
Yeah.
aside from visual. Okay, then yeah, let's get us back into orbit.
Okay, just
Make it
one
seem
more
like we had
con check for Alvarado,
Make it-
please.
Make it seem like he had just weird storm. I'm gonna grab momentum.
And this is Engines Con for Valkyrie.
Engines con for Valkyrie.
Maybe we. Okay, so we're getting momentum back on this one. Alvarado came through. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
still,
so
what's the
you,
one,
you,
but still, so
you ma-
5.
you max out momentum once again and back in orbit. The Romulans are gone. You're not sure if all the Romulan weapons have gone or if they've left something behind. But
We
The-
can check
we
for
can-
that while we were down near this planet's surface with the
Well,
Valkyrie.
you said that
can-
that
We
was
can do
no.
another scan from orbit just to make sure.
Yeah, we know how to compensate now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, do
I'm gonna
one.
slowly unclench my hands from the chair. Good work, everyone.
I would like to scan to make sure all Romulan tech is gone.
Okay, yep. Reason
Including their
science.
known alloys. case they make any more
I
structures.
will allow Mzaka to assist with reason engineering.
Okay.
Would any of my stuff apply?
I'm gonna allow your molecular analysis to apply this one.
I'm gonna take a minute, congratulate everybody on job well done. I'm gonna say that I have a report to compose to Starfleet. Then can go to my ready room, take a minute to breathe, put the Saurian brandy back in the replicator, grab a wastebasket, and throw up.
I'm
Mazaka,
actually
you
follow-
can assist.
So reason engineering from Mzaka and sensor science from the Valkyrie, please.
Okay.
Oh, and whatever you're rolling.
I already rolled, so.
Okay.
I'm going to follow Captain towards the ready room.
I closed the
I
door
would-
for
I
a
would-
minute because I needed a stress
it's
moment
fine,
in
yeah.
peace.
I'll just touch the chime.
What was
In
the
a
roll
minute.
for? What's the roll for the ship again?
Sensor science.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Okay, but the threes from the initial roll is good enough. There is some Romulan technology that was destroyed in the cave, but there doesn't seem to be anything else left.
Would we be able to retrieve it with transport sweeps?
You know what? I'm going to allow you to. I'm not going to make you roll, even though I probably should. You there? You,
Well, at this point, we don't have to worry.
down anyway.
At this point, we don't have to worry about time, so we don't really have to roll.
yeah.
yeah,
So,
we can literally send a team to go deal with this properly.
Or yeah, just do it from orbit, just with more
So,
precise transporters.
yeah. So I'm just going to rule that you're able to do that. Spending
We can-
10 minutes.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
spend a momentum to say that we did that.
Yeah. It's 2 momentum, but yeah, you're at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
All right. So yeah, that seems to be it.
So after I put away the wastebasket, I let Safon in after like composing myself.
I also would like to go talk to the captain, but I will wait.
I will be in sickbay.
Yeah, come in.
And come in and kind of stand up, parade rest. Captain, I wish to submit my resignation. I failed you on the planet's surface and left you in the custody of people we believed were hostile at the time.
I just sort of look at him. I kind of like, what? Like I'm about to open my mouth. I'm about to say something. Like, tilt my head. Commander, do me a favor and close the door behind you.
I assume it was.
Okay. Computer, activate soundproofing in the in the ready room. I'm waiting for the computer to say
Acknowledged.
so. Yeah, I'm waiting for Marie to start it. No, I'm waiting for Legit Roddenberry to say.
We all cry every day.
Commander, how fucking arrogant are you?
Captain, I am Vulcan.
Hold. Like, oh my god, you think you're the first Starfleet officer to make a mistake?
Captain, in my field, I do not believe such a mistake is acceptable.
Commander, in any field, shit happens, okay? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, no, we might have gotten captured. So what? It was a crazy situation with variables out the wazoo. There's no way you could have planned for every contingency. And more to the point, you came back. You came back with a runabout. You created that amazing cancel out the power mage's abilities. And we got the commander. I don't know what the hell happened there, but he left. That's great. Casualties were nice. We beamed that guy back onto the planet, right?
You
Yes.
blame the power mage back, yes.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I actually say that, like, out loud. Like, I just thought about it.
He's just still in the runabout.
He's just sleeping in the runabout.
He's just sleeping
Yeah,
there with
We're
the
gonna want to
bag
get
over
on
his
that.
head.
Okay. Which, I'm just mostly like, Commander, what the fuck is your damage?
There is more, Captain. During a genetic scan in sickbay, Dr. Jarre discovered that I am by heritage 1/4 Romulan.
I just make a motion with like, so?
That is, as you say, my damage.
How is diversity damage?
Romulans are the enemies of Starfleet, Captain, and
No. The Romulan Empire is an antagonistic force. The Romulan people are fine. You know the difference between biology and a political entity. I don't have to explain that.
indeed,
Okay. And don't you have a saying yourself? Infinite diversity and infinite combinations?
we do.
Yeah. So isn't this more something you should be celebrating? Perhaps having a new perspective on your life?
If I were to discover that I were, for example, part Bajoran, I might have an easier time with the celebration, as you say.
Nice shout out.
Thank you.
Yeah, like that'll ever happen. No, it's like, so you're part Romulan. I think the only one on the ship who's gonna give a shit is you. You performed admirably on that planet today. So I'm gonna give you a choice. I'm not gonna accept this resignation now. It's just gonna take about a week to get back to get back to this. What's the starbase called again?
Narendra?
Narendra Station. It's gonna take a week to get back to the Narendra Station. If you still want to resign from your post, fine. But I'm gonna want you to take a week to reflect and meditate on all this. This ship will be much poorer with your absence. And frankly, I don't think I could be half the captain I am if I didn't have you backing me up.
I
Okay.
will consider your words.
All right. You're dismissed.
Well,
I'm like right about to press the button as the door opens.
and Safana's right there in your face, like,
Oh, Commander.
Commander. Pardon me.
I step out of the way. Commander
Stepping into
Swan.
the turbo lift, going down to sick bay.
Oh, I'll talk to you later. And I
Indeed.
walk in. I walk into the captain's ready room.
Hey, my chief science officer.
Captain, I did not enjoy what happened today, and I just wanted to make it known that I am troubled by your gambling with innocent lives.
I understand. You understood that I wasn't actually on the base, yeah?
I do, but it was, I suppose, a little close to home.
Is that something you want to speak to me about, or is it more just past that you're trying to put behind you?
Talk to you about it perhaps in the future. At the moment, I just wanted to acknowledge that it was an uncomfortable situation.
I understand. I'll make a note of it in my log, and I encourage you to do the same.
And I wanted to thank you as well for thinking outside of the box, as they say.
That's been my entire life, so thanks.
Well, the few Starfleet captains I've served with tend to be very structured, and it's nice and slightly terrifying to serve with one who has such a flair for the dramatic.
Commander, I appreciate your honesty. Well, I hope that means you'll be staying on board.
As long as you'll have me, yes.
Excellent. And yeah, I do hope situations like that don't come up again anytime soon. There will be times when you have to gamble. You have to take a risk in order to get what you need.
It's never pleasant for me to have innocent lives on the line. I've seen a lot when I was growing up, and it was never fun.
No, I get where you're coming from. Cardassians. Yeah.
At least yeah. Well, it's also less fun when it's your own people.
Okay.
Good night, Captain.
Dismissed, officer.
And I leave the room.
I'm gonna poke my head out as soon as she's gone. If anyone else wants to have a heart-to-heart conversation with me, now's the time.
Well, literally, as you open the door, Bazaka is about to do the push button.
Okay, fuck it, let's go.
Commander. And and I head to the turbo lift.
And as Masako walks in, he goes, Captain, I think this crew is in dire need of some genuine relaxation, and I don't mean on Narendra. Everyone was entirely off their mark this week.
Yeah, this is off our mark. We're doing pretty good, I'll admit.
True, but I can't remember the last time I've wanted to threaten someone. It's not a
You mean
case
aside
away.
from today?
No.
Yeah.
I think
can't say I disagree, but we'll see what Starfleet says.
I think we just need to get out of this expanse. We've had so much bad luck since we've gotten here.
Yeah, it's kind of the ass end of nowhere.
At least if we were in the ass end of somewhere, we could care about it.
Yeah. No, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what Starfleet says.
Have a good night, Captain.
Oh, Chief?
Yes?
I pat him on the shoulder. You did good work out there today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just kind of give like a toothy grin, which you never see from Masako.
Nice. All right. As Masako leaves, Roxon, come on, you're up. Let's go. You're next. And we can end the scene there.
I've got one last scene if we've got time for it.
Yeah. One last thing we can do.
It'll be fairly short, but Savan, arriving down in sickbay, chimes the doctor's office door.
Come in.
Savan just standing there. Doctor, you had recommended several alternatives for helping focus one's emotional control.
Yes. And I sent along to your pad before the mission some suggestions. And I was wondering if you had decided on a potential treatment vector.
I have. Do you feel comfortable administering neuropressure, Doctor?
It's a practice that I have adapted from Trill, actually. We are also somewhat telepathically inclined, especially joined Trill. And I often did do neuropressure on initiates and on newly joined hosts to help make the transition easier for them. So, and I have also studied Vulcan neuropressure to that end. So, yes.
I think that method of treatment would be the most effective. Additionally, if you wish to refine your own neuropressure training, I am proficient.
I will, well, if I am a bit rusty, then I'm glad that I'll have someone to help me along.
Indeed.
Okay, well, we can definitely schedule our first session.
At your convenience, Doctor.
Tomorrow morning?
Very well.
Of course. We'll start then.
I'll just kind of head out.
Yeah, that's probably the end of the scene there.
Yeah, as Savan walks out, the ship gets ready to walk back to Narendra Station, and apart from a stressful day, it's things are cooling down. The humdrum of life on the Valkyrie starts to take over, and of course the captain gives his report on what happens, gets quizzed on his interaction, but for the most part, actually a better roll.
Yes. Are they going to court-martial me or what? Let's find out.
Are they going to court-martial him or promote him?
Either way, he's in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, either way, I'm screwed.
Okay, so it's seen as satisfactory, not the best way you could have handled it, but you're not going to be under any kind of censure for the way you treated it.
That's the best I could have hoped for.
Yeah, that's pretty much the best you could have hoped for.
Nothing! It means everything!
You quit nothing.
That's pretty typical kid, though, so I'll take
Okay,
it.
sir.
So yeah, there's nothing entered on your reports or anything. You're not congratulated on treated, but I mean, but you things are just going to continue as they have been.
Okay.
And that is where we're going to leave this episode of Valkyrie. Thank you for joining us, and that wraps up our Lightning in a Bottle story arc. So thank you for joining us. I don't know if we're going to continue this pattern before or what we'll do, but next week we'll be back to the Cassini. So
Yeah. Shoot in for that one. It's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great! I'm so hyped!
And just to hype it up for our viewers, it's going to be our season finale.
Season finale. So see you next week, everyone. Valkyrie out.